Julius Caesar. A name that has echoed through the corridors of history for over 2 millennia. The name echoes through history, resonating with tales of power, ambition, and transformation. He was a general, a politician, a dictator, but more than that, he was a visionary who reshaped the Roman world. Few figures from the ancient world still capture our imagination like Caesar. His life and deeds continue to inspire countless stories, books, and films. He was a man of boundless ambition, military genius, and political cunning. His strategies on the battlefield and in the political arena were unparalleled. He left an indelible mark on Rome and the course of Western civilization. His reforms and conquests expanded the Roman Empire and laid the groundwork for the Roman Empire's golden age. Caesar's life was a whirlwind of triumphs and tragedies. His victories in battle were matched by his political acumen, but his rise to power also made him many enemies. He rose from relatively humble beginnings to become the master of Rome. He conquered Gaul, bringing vast territories under Roman control. He reformed Roman society, introducing changes that would have lasting impacts. He was ultimately assassinated by those who feared his power. His death marked the end of an era, but his influence continued to shape the future of Rome. This essay will delve into the life and times of Julius Caesar. We will explore the complexities of his character and the breadth of his achievements. We will explore his rise to power, his achievements, and his downfall. From his early days to his ultimate demise, every aspect of his life offers valuable insights. We will examine the complex political landscape of Rome, the alliances, the betrayals, and the power struggles that defined his era. Finally, we will consider the enduring legacy of this iconic figure, how his life and actions continue to influence modern society, and the lessons we can learn from his extraordinary journey. Gaius Julius Caesar was born in Rome in 100 BC. From the very beginning, his life was intertwined with the fate of the Roman Republic. His family was patrician, meaning they were part of the Roman aristocracy. However, they were not particularly wealthy or influential. Despite their noble status, they lacked the power and resources that many other patrician families enjoyed. Caesar's aunt was married to Gaius Marius, a successful general and popular figure. Marius was a man of great military prowess and political acumen, and his influence on young Caesar was profound. This connection would prove important for the young Caesar. Under Marius's guidance, Caesar learned the intricacies of Roman politics and the art of war. Caesar grew up during a tumultuous period in Roman history. The Republic was in a state of constant upheaval, with power struggles and conflicts shaping the political landscape. The Republic was racked by civil wars and political instability. These conflicts created an environment where only the most cunning and ambitious could thrive. Caesar honed his political skills. He became adept at navigating the treacherous waters of Roman politics, forging alliances and outmaneuvering his rivals. He proved himself to be a capable soldier during campaigns in Asia and Spain. These experiences on the battlefield were crucial in shaping his military strategies and leadership style. Caesar's military experience would serve him well in the years to come. His time in the legions taught him the importance of discipline, strategy, and the loyalty of his men. He was a brilliant strategist and a charismatic leader. His ability to inspire and lead his troops was unmatched, and his strategic mind allowed him to outthink and outmaneuver his enemies. His soldiers were fiercely loyal to him. This loyalty was not just born out of fear or duty, but from genuine respect and admiration for Caesar. This loyalty allowed him to achieve a string of impressive victories. Each victory solidified his reputation as one of Rome's greatest generals, and brought him closer to his ultimate goal of power and control over the Republic. After a successful term as consul, Julius Caesar was appointed governor of Gaul, which is modern-day France. This appointment was a significant turning point in his career and in the history of Rome. Over the next decade, Caesar embarked on a series of military campaigns to conquer this vast territory. His strategic brilliance and relentless ambition led to the subjugation of numerous Gallic tribes. Through these conquests, he expanded the Roman Republic's borders significantly, adding the entirety of Gaul to its domain. Caesar's Gallic wars, meticulously recounted in his own writings, were both brutal and transformative. His accounts provide a detailed narrative of the battles, strategies, and the sheer scale of his military operations. These campaigns not only showcased his military prowess, but also made him the most famous and celebrated general in Rome. His reputation soared, and his influence grew exponentially. However, Caesar's growing power and popularity alarmed his political rivals in Rome, particularly the conservative senator Pompey the Great. Pompey, once an ally, now viewed Caesar as a significant threat to the republic's stability. In 49 BC, the Senate, under Pompey's influence, ordered Caesar to disband his army and return to Rome as a private citizen. This was a direct challenge to Caesar's authority and ambitions. Defiantly, Caesar refused to comply. Instead, he made the fateful decision to cross the Rubicon River, the boundary between Gaul and Italy, with his loyal army. This bold move was a declaration of war against the Senate. This act of defiance marked the beginning of a new civil war, a conflict that would ultimately reshape the Roman Republic. Caesar's forces, driven by loyalty and ambition, prepared for the inevitable battles ahead. As Caesar's legions marched on Rome, the city was thrown into chaos. Pompey and his allies, unprepared for such a swift and decisive action, were forced to flee, leaving the city vulnerable. With little resistance, Caesar entered Rome, asserting his dominance. He was now the master of Rome, a position that would lead to profound changes in the Roman political landscape and the eventual rise of the Roman Empire. Caesar was not content with simply holding power. He wanted to reform Roman society and government. He granted Roman citizenship to people in conquered territories. He reformed the calendar. He established colonies for veterans. He centralized the grain supply. These reforms were popular with many Romans. However, they also alienated some. They saw Caesar as becoming too powerful. He was appointed dictator for life in 44 BC. This fueled the fears of his enemies. They believed he wanted to make himself king. Section 5. Enemies of the Republic. The Roman Republic had a long history of opposing kingship. The very word king was anathema to many Romans. They prided themselves on their republican values. They feared that Caesar's ambition would lead him to destroy the Republic. A group of senators led by Marcus Junius Brutus and Gaius Cassius Longinus began to plot against Caesar. They believed that his assassination was the only way to save the Republic. They saw Caesar as a tyrant who needed to be eliminated for the good of Rome. Section 6. The Ides of March. On March 15, 44 BC, the Ides of March, Caesar attended a meeting of the Senate. As he entered the chamber, a group of senators surrounded him. They stabbed him to death. He was struck 23 times. Caesar's assassination sent shockwaves through Rome and the wider world. The conspirators had hoped that by killing Caesar, they would restore the Republic. However, they had misjudged the mood of the people. Many Romans were horrified by Caesar's murder. They mourned him as a great leader. Section 7. The Legacy of Caesar. Caesar's assassination plunged Rome into another round of civil wars. His adopted son Octavian eventually emerged victorious. He became the first Roman emperor, Augustus. Caesar's death ultimately led to the end of the Roman Republic and the beginning of the Roman Empire. Caesar left behind a complex legacy. He was a brilliant general. He was a ruthless conqueror. He was a shrewd politician. He was a controversial reformer. He played a pivotal role in shaping the course of Roman history. His influence continues to be felt today. Section 8. Conclusion. Julius Caesar was a giant of the ancient world. His life and career were marked by extraordinary ambition, military genius, and political intrigue. He rose to become the most powerful man in Rome. He left an indelible mark on the city and the world. Caesar's assassination serves as a reminder of the fragility of power and the dangers of unchecked ambition. Yet his reforms and conquests helped to shape the Roman Empire and, through it, Western civilization. Julius Caesar remains a figure of fascination and debate. He is a testament to the enduring power of personality and the complexities of history.